All right, it's that time of the year. This is Richard Buford of Adrenaline Rush Sports and Fitness, and it's time to apply for colleges. So I'm going to take you through the process. Now, in my past career, I was an assistant admissions representative at a university, so I brought regular students and also athletes through the system to apply for schools, get accepted, apply for scholarships, all of that. So I have experience in doing that, and I'm going to give you some tips. Actually, this is a process. It's not tips. This is a process, exactly what you need to do before or while you're in the process of applying to colleges and looking for colleges. The first thing that you want to do is actually pick a major or a career path that you want to follow. Now, most of the time, most people don't work in their career. Some people do. Some of the majors are actually specific to the industry that you want to get to, like accounting, engineering, and stuff like that. That is very specific, so you're going to have to choose whether if that's what you're going to do or some other subject. But other than that, you're going to be taking general classes your first 1 to 2 years if you haven't been taking anything while you have been in high school, like a dual enrollment type of situation. All right. So the first thing to do is pick a major, and then you're going to look through the universities and the colleges, and you're going to see if they have your major. All right. If they do not have your major, do not fall in love with them. Okay, because they will not have what you will need to do once you graduate college, and that's what college is all about. All right. It's not about following where your friends go, but you have to blaze your own path as far as where you're going to go, what you're going to do, and how you're going to do it. All right. So pick a major, and then also pick a school that has your major, and get like a list of 10 or 12 schools. The application process. So you want to apply for schools definitely your junior, towards the end of your junior year, and also over the summer, and then up to like November of your senior year. Okay, so you need to have all of this application stuff already handled. Okay, so you're going to have to fill out the FAFSA form for the financial aid, and also fill out the applications for the school itself. Okay, now some sports programs will actually take you through that whole process, especially if you're being recruited. But this is if you're on your own and still trying to find where your home is going to be for the next 4 years. So after you've applied to the schools, what you want to do is go to your counselor, and then your high school counselor, and then let them know which schools that you apply to, because that school is not going to be able to complete your application process until they have your official transcript. They're not going to be able to accept you on some kind of transcript that you have printed or anything like that. It has to be an official, sent directly from the school that you are graduating from. All right, so just remember that a copy is not accepted, but we can use that to make a decision on whether to accept you or not. But your full acceptance will not be rectified until we have that official transcript. And just another point, you also want to fill out the FAFSA, the financial aid information, even if you don't qualify. The reason being, if you want to do something like work study or something like that, they're going to need that information filed for your record. All right, so just make sure you apply and follow the FAFSA, even if you don't qualify, because if you want to work on campus or something like that, they're going to need those forms filled out. If you're an athlete, what you want to do is fill out the interest form on the sports website of the school that you want to go to. All right, this will inform the coach that they should follow up with you, and you should put things in there like the events that you run, or the sports that you do, and your performances, maybe a highlight tape if you play football or something like that, volleyball, some tapes. Also reference your head coach, and then also reference like the summer clubs that you've competed for. Okay, coaches will love that information. If they're really interested in you, they're going to dive deep into where you come from, who coached you, your attitude. So if you're not attending practices or anything like that, and you're skipping out on a lot of practices, that coach is going to want to find out. But the most important thing is that your effort and your intent and your discipline on and off the court or field or track. All right. So make sure that you have all of that intact, especially your social media. So make sure you clean up your social media and say that you run track, say that you play football, say that you play volleyball, baseball, and any other sport. All right. And have stuff on there that you have done or that you're training or something like that. That's all important. All right. So fix your social media and also just follow up with that. Once you've filled out the form, the interest form, make sure you follow up with a call or email to the coach. Okay, even if you have to leave a message of a summary of what you will say, your name, telephone number to call you back, everything. Okay, anything that you can think of, your social media, if you have a little website set up or something like that, put it on there. All right. So just make sure that they have the most information to follow up with you easily and quickly. Now that you have all of this information, what you want to do is go visit the school. Go see and visit and talk to anybody you see on campus, like a student or a professor maybe walking around or anything like that. Go visit. All right. You can do a blind visit, an unofficial visit, and then also you can set up an appointment with the admissions office. So admissions counselor will be able to sit down with you and talk you through the process as far as like what they have on file and what else you need to do. This is very important to make an appointment with the admissions counselor, because what they'll be able to do is also lead you to different scholarships if your GPA or activities or anything else align with the scholarship that they're trying to give away. They're gonna mention it there, and you should definitely ask for it also. Don't expect that they're gonna tell you about this, but just make sure that you ask about it. Ask. That's important. Ask about it, because they have all of this information, and maybe a scholarship they've been trying to give away that they don't have anybody qualified for, and maybe you're the one just saying something out of your mouth that's gonna trigger their mind, like, hey, I have this scholarship for this, so here you go. So it's exactly that simple. All right. There may be a little summary that you have to write or something like that, but other than that, that's all they need. If you're looking to apply for colleges, some other ways to do that is also go to a college fair. Go to a college fair that may be locally, maybe hosted at a high school. It may be hosted during your school day, all right, that you're able to come to listen to presentations and things like that from different colleges. But make sure that you do something to gather information to help you make your decision on the best college. After you've gone to all of these college fairs, make sure you get your 5 top schools by December. All right. Make sure you feel comfortable at the school. Make sure you visited them. Don't apply to some college just because you noticed their name or something like that. Make sure you apply to the college because they have your major. You feel comfortable there, and they are the university that is going to prepare and propel your future success. In January is where you want to nail it down to your top 3 schools. All right. You need to have applied and been accepted to these schools. And if they have not already, just give them a call, follow up with the admissions office. If there's something holding your application up or anything like that, you'll be able to rectify that quickly and smoothly just by going to your high school counselor and having them send whatever they need to see. All right. So just make sure that you follow up and also break it down to 3 schools by the January of your senior year. At the end of January, I want you to confirm your attendance to the school that you want to go to. All right. It may seem early to you, but this is late in the process, and definitely by February, you need to have all of this stuff in. So late January to February, you need to have all of this stuff done. After you've confirmed your attendance, you're going to need to attend a freshman orientation. And it's very important that you do this and do it at the earliest date that they have them. At these freshman orientations, parents will be separated from the students. The students are going to go through testing, and they're also going to pick their classes from there. All right. The parents, what they're going to do is they're going to get basically like a breakdown of what their child or athlete is going to go through their first freshman year, things to expect. But what they're going to do is make sure that you have all your financial aid information in, all the payment information in, and where to find it, and possibly hook you up with a username and password where you can check all of this stuff. So it's basically like a one-stop shop for your first year at school. And if you get in early enough, you can get away without having a 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. class or Friday classes, depending on how you set it up. So you'll be able to control more on how and when that you're going to go to class, because I'm going to tell you, if you have the wrong schedule, it can mess up your whole year. All right? So just make sure you get into an early orientation program as a freshman, as early as they can. I think they start like March or so, maybe even January, or maybe even December. All right? So just make sure you look up that school and see when they have their freshman orientations, and you can apply and get accepted and send all of your stuff accordingly. This may or may not have been a lot of information for you. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me on my social media at A-Rush Sports on any platform. You can email me at arushsports@arushsports.info. And email me, and make sure you have your questions answered. You can my information for my cell phone and everything like that is on my social media and also website, arushonline.com. So if you have any questions about anything about the process and also training, just let me know. All right? So this is Richard Buford with Adrenaline Rush Sports and Fitness with the YouTube Performance Show podcast, signing out.